members, we are gearing up with just 1 week left, less than 1 week to go for the India versus Bangladesh tests that's going to happen from 19th of September onwards. 19th September in Chennai, you'll see the first test match happening there, and most of the India players have arrived in Chennai for the preparation camp ahead of the series. Now, certain stars like Jasprit Bumrah, Rishabh Pant were spotted in the team bus, and they will now be hoping to get back into serious cricket mode because for certain players like Rohit Sharma, Virat Kohli, they have not played tests for a long time. Virat, in particular, hasn't played since January. So, this is going to be a big challenge for them to ensure that they come back into the scheme of things and they are in a good state of mind heading into what will be a very busy 5 6 months from now, because it's from September onwards until February March you've got international cricket which is jam packed. But it is on Virat Kohli that we'll have a major discussion point about. And Ricky Ponting, the former Australian skipper, has hailed Virat Kohli for revolutionizing Test cricket in India because he credits the mental strength that he developed with the team when he was the captain. India's batters and India's players now do not fear the big stage anymore. It is just about turning the entire process around. Ricky Ponting said that Virat Kohli should be there, right up there in revolutionizing Test cricket in India because he ensured that yes, whenever you go on the big stage, you perform. Whenever it came to overseas tours, India won much more consistently under Virat Kohli. Yes, they didn't win in South Africa. That was the one thing which might be held against them. But in England, they were up 2-1. They unfortunately lost that other match. But at that time, Virat Kohli wasn't the captain in 2022. ODIs, T20Is, tests, wherever India went, they performed brilliantly. And that is why Ricky Ponting has said that Virat Kohli should be there, right up there as one of the best in the business when it came to changing the mindset of the Indian cricket team. You win in Australia, you win in New Zealand, you win in South Africa, you win in England. India can do that on a consistent basis now. So all credit for that should go to Virat Kohli. That is what Ricky Ponting states. On the other hand, when you look at whatever has happened, there has been squads announced for the South Africa versus Ireland series, and Andrew Balbirnie, the veteran player, is not there in the Ireland series for South Africa. As far as Bangladesh is concerned, there were two test squad announcement. Zakir Ali has been included, and Shariful Islam has not been included in it. Shariful Islam suffered that groin injury, and that is why he is not in the scheme of things at this point in time. Now, as far as the Afghanistan versus New Zealand match is concerned, well, today there will be an inspection at 8. There will be an assessment at the stadium at 8 a.m. and play will be officially called off. 9 or 9:30, there will be a press conference, and then both the captains will shake hands, and that's about it for this test match. After 26 years, not a toss has happened, not a ball has been bowled in the series in this match. So India versus New Zealand was the last time this had happened in Carisbrooke, Dunedin. So it's not a good sign at all. The Asian Champions Trophy hockey, when you look at it, yes, today is the one day that you'll have a break. 14th September is India versus Pakistan. That is the last league game that India will play. And then after that, it's directly the semi-final on the 15th. And then you are going to play on the 16th as well, the final. India most likely will reach the final. It will take something spectacular from any of the other nations to ensure that they beat India, because in the Asian Champions Trophy as well as in the Asian Games, currently in Asia, there is no better team in India when it comes to hockey. So this is the one major step that India will be doing, ensuring that they maintain their Asian dominance heading into the FIH Pro League and then the World Cup that will be held in 2025, 2026. So that is going to be a major, major development when you look at Indian hockey. So today there is no hockey, but in the world of other sports, there is Avinash Sable in the Diamond League. Today, the Diamond League, the two-day Diamond League final is going to begin in Brussels. Avinash Sable is going to be there in the final of the 3,000-meter steeplechase event, and his event will begin at 12:39 a.m. IST, which means 14th. Rest of the world, if you look at Western world, it is the 13th, but 14th India, 12:39 a.m. IST is when Avinash Sable's event is going to begin. So chances of him winning the Diamond League final are pretty slim, but then you don't know. He can spring a surprise at this stage. Yes, had a very disappointing Paris Olympics, but you never know with Avinash Sable when he can actually put on a good show. Yes, his past international records have not given you that much confidence, but then keep the faith in Avinash Sable. Then tomorrow, when you look at it, The marquee event is there. We don't know the timing as of yet, but it'll be somewhere in the late night. Neeraj Chopra. Neeraj Chopra is going to be there tomorrow in the javelin event. Can he win the Diamond League final for the second time? He last won it in 2022, and last year it was Jakub Vadlesh who managed to do it. This time he's facing stiffer competition in Anderson Peters, who's there. So Anderson Peters, Jakub Vadlish, and Neeraj Chopra, they will be really gunning for glory at this stage. Neeraj shared a viral photo with Armand Duplantis in Switzerland. That one goat meets another goat. So that's why truly a remarkable moment. And Neeraj will be aiming to end the season on a high, because after this he has to go into surgery at this point. So that will be a really important tournament. Next 2 days, all eyes will be in Brussels for the Diamond League final. Avinash Sable today at 12:39 a.m. IST, followed by Neeraj Chopra tomorrow in the night as well, which will be 15th most likely. Now, as far as the Chess Olympiad is concerned, India have already made a great start in round one and round two. India men's team beat Morocco and they also defeated Iceland. The women's team, on the other hand, beat Jamaica and the Czech Republic. Today, it is going to be a very, very interesting clash. India will take on Hungary B. The hosts, remember, the hosts can field multiple teams. So, India will take on Hungary B, the men's team, whereas the women's team take on Switzerland in the next round. So, it's going to be very, very interesting. Remember, one slip up and they could slide well down the pecking order. That's how finely poised the Chess Olympiad is at this stage. Later on, this is just a warm up. Later on, when you look at it with 8 more rounds remaining, it is going to be very, very intense. So let's keep our fingers crossed that the men and the women can indeed do a great job in the Chess Olympiad that's going to start at 6:30 p.m. IST. India versus Hungary B in the men's open section, whereas in the women's section it is India versus Switzerland. So plenty of action to look forward to. Dulip Trophy is also going to begin. Ishan Kishan stole the show yesterday. Today, can the others step up? Can Arshdeep have a better show today? It all remains to be seen now. So all the India hopefuls will begin their action at 9:30 p.m., 9:30 a.m. So we'll be bringing you all the latest updates on Sports Today. Tap that bell icon so you know when we go live. And don't forget, we're on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram as well. Bye bye.